My name is Michele Hoffman Trotter. My role on this ship is a dual role. One role is to roll out media and education. We have virtual learning going on. We're interviewing scientists on the ship and getting them to explain to people on land what exactly it is that we're doing out here, why it's important to do what we're doing, and to try to help people understand a little bit more about what happens on a research vessel when it's out at sea. The other role is to film for a project called Microcosm that is a documentary project looking at all of the things at the baseline in the ocean, the microscopic universe that nobody really thinks about, but that forms the baseline of everything else in the oceanic food web. So it's kind of exciting to play two roles on this ship. I spend a lot of time on this cruise writing scripts and shorts so that we can convey the messages of science to everybody from 6th grade through adult is our target audience on this particular cruise. So I do spend a lot of time writing. I also spend time coming up with interview questions and strategies so that we can really make sure that the scientists are connecting with our audience at the various ages and making sure that the information is being conveyed in a way that's understandable and relatable for people. And then, of course, I have two other people on my team that I get to work with. Carly, who helps to edit all of our material and make sure that we are piecing it together in a timely fashion, and then Kat Brennan, who has been doing all of the cinematography work, which is also a huge amount of work. We're all three connecting with each other daily, working with each other daily to accomplish our goals. Scientists communicate differently than a lot of other people do, and I think a lot of people expect that science is conclusive or that there's an end point, and that's just not the case, because the tools that we have available to us and the different changes of the environment, the variables, these are constantly changing things. And so one of the things that I work really hard at is getting people to understand what to expect from science. And that's at a very fundamental level. And then once we get past that, everything else kind of falls into place. But how we communicate is very specialized. And we have to try to bridge that gap by teaching people what to expect from science. Biodiversity is like an insurance policy for life on Earth, because having a great number of species and the variety of genes that they contain helps to create resiliency within a system. And for example, if it's a bad year for tomatoes and there's a blight on tomatoes and tomatoes get wiped out, it's not the only food source out there for us humans. And so we want to explore biodiversity and the interconnections between organisms, who depends on who, what services do they provide for the environment, because only in that way will we understand that there are disruptions in the system, and if so, what we can expect. So I kind of look at biodiversity as an insurance policy for keeping ecosystems stable on this planet.